All right, let's look at the homework 4.3, problem number 1. We want to find the derivative of this function g of x. All right, so let's do that. All right, so first thing I would do is, again, I don't like square root. I'm going to rewrite it as 1/2 power. So this is going to be equal to 8 e to the x to the 1/2 power. So we can rewrite it that way, right? All right, so let's take the derivative, right? So if you take the derivative, g prime, first thing I would do is, since there's a constant multiple 8, so I'm going to put it right in front. So we have that. And so we just write 8, right? Then we just have to worry about taking a derivative of e to the x to the 1/2 power, right? So whenever you take the derivative of exponential function, first thing you do is you just copy exactly the same thing. So e to the x to the 1/2 power, right? So just copy exactly the same thing. Right, then multiply by the derivative of the power, because this is basically the chain rule, right? So you multiply by the derivative of the power. So you put 1/2 in front, so it's going to look like this. Right, put 1/2 in front, then x to the, and the 1/2 minus 1, so it's a negative 1/2, right? So you get that. All right, then we can simplify this. So 8 and 2 cancel out. So 8 divided by 2 is, let's see, it's going to be 4, right? So it's going to be canceled to 4. So I'm going to just do that, right? And then we cancel out this 2 on the bottom. Or actually, yeah. So I'm just going to cancel it. All right, cancel. Cancel out the 2 on the bottom. All right, sorry, it takes a little bit while. All right, so we have that. So that's the first thing we can do. All right, so this is going to simplify to, you got 4, right? So you got 4 here. All right, I'm going to write the e to the x to the 1/2 power as x to the square root of x, just like it was written before. So e to the square root of x there. All right. So we got that. And then here, we still have, so we took out 4. We took out this e to the square root of x. And we still have x to the negative 1/2. So since it's a negative power, I'm going to put x on the bottom, right? So I'm going to put x on the bottom, which looks like that. Right, actually I'm going to make it look a little bit bigger so that it looks a little bit better. How about this here? Right, then so we took care of x to the negative power part, and we still have to raise it to the 1/2 power. So this is going to be a square root, right? So I just put the square root on the x on the denominator, so which looks like that. Right, so that is the derivative g prime of x. All right, let's type it in. All right, so we have 4 e to the square root of x, and then over square root of x. All right, let's check the answer. All right, I came back, and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.